Welcome to episode 11 of this inventory tutorial series. In this episode we'll create a save system using JSON where we basically convert all of our inventory data into a JSON file which we save, and then we can retrieve this data back when we want to load our old game data. So let's get started. So you might be thinking real quick, what is a JSON file? Well, it's basically just a text-based language which can hold a bunch of data. Here's a very basic example of some JSON. So we have items up here, then we have ID, name, description and so on. And it's basically just a key and a value. But our key idea here is not to save our item SO directly to JSON, but instead we'll save an ID of the item and then the amount. So let's do that by opening up our item SO right here. And at the top, we are simply going to add a public string called item ID, and we want this to be unique for every single item. So now we have to head back into Unity and we go into our items. We have our X right here. Let's click on the scriptable object, and up here at the item ID, we don't have to do a number like 0 or 1. We can actually just write, for example, X. And let's make sure that it's spelled all lowercase. And this I'll just do for all of them. So I'll go to items and box, for example, call it box, and so on. Perfect, so now they all have individual IDs, and what we now have to do is go to assets and go to scripts, where we're going to add an item database where we can look up these IDs and return them as an item SO instead. So I'll right click in here and create a mono behavior script. I'll call it item database. This we can open up. In here I'll delete the start and update function, and I'll add a few other classes as well. So up here at the top I'll do system.serializable, and then I'll have a public class called inventory save data, and then let me copy all of this because we're gonna have another one which will be a slot data, and in the slot data we'll do public string called item ID and a public int called amount. Then up here in our inventory save data we want a public list of slot data called slots, which I'll set equal to a new list of slot data. And then we want to be using system.collections.generic so we can use lists. Perfect, now these two classes are set up. Now down here in our item database we will do public static item database called instance so we can easily access it, and in the awake function we will set instance to this. But we will also have a public list of item SOs which I'll call all items, and a private dictionary where we'll have a string as the key and item SO as the value. So this will be for our item ID and the item SO. And then we can call it item lookup, which I'll set equal to a new dictionary like that. Now in the awake function we need to do a for each loop where we'll do var item in all items, where we will do item lookup, where we'll do item.item ID, which I'll set equal to item. Now we just need a public item SO function called getItem, where we'll have a string ID, and in here we'll simply return item lookup contains key, where we'll input our ID. Then we'll do a question mark, so if we can actually find the item, well then we'll just return it. So we'll do item lookup ID, or else we'll do null. So this is everything for our item database. Now we just need to create a save system script. So I'll head back into Unity and I'll right click in here and create a new mono behavior script. I'll just call it save system. You can call it whatever you want, maybe inventory save system. Now open this up. In here let me delete the start and update function, and at the top I'll be using system.io, which we will be using to create the JSON. In here we will have a private string called path, and then in the awake function we'll set path equal to application.persistentDataPath plus, then we need these to create a string, and we'll do /inventory.json, which is what we're going to call it. And this will basically be our path to our JSON file. And because we're using application.persistentPath, we will be able to save on any system. So if you make this game for an iPhone or an Android or a PC or a PlayStation or whatever, this will work. Then under we'll have a public void called save inventory, where we will do inventory save data called data equals new inventory save data, like that. Then we'll loop through a for each loop of slot in inventory.instance.get all slots, which is a function we'll just create right now. So let's go into our inventory, where I'll just scroll down all the way to the bottom, where I'll simply just add a public list of slots called get all slots, and then I'll return all slots because it's private right now. So we'll just do that and head back into the save system, and now the error disappears. So in here we can now do slot data equals new slot data, and we can check if slot slot.hasItem. Well, if the slot has an item, then we can do slot data.itemID equals slot.getItem.itemID. And we can set slot data.amount to be equal to slot.getAmount. But then we can also have an else statement if there's no item in that specific slot, because we're looping through all of the slots. And here we can just set slot data.itemID to be equal to an empty string like this, and slot data.amount we can set equal to 0. Now at the bottom here we'll do data.slots.add to our slot data, which is a list. And now under our for each loop we can do string JSON equals JSON utility.toJSON, where we can input our data, and we can also do true, so it's easier to read for a human. It will basically just format our JSON file so it's easier to read. You can leave this false if you want your JSON file to use less space on the computer, but I'll set it to true. Then I'll do file.write all text, where I'll do path, JSON. So here we create a text file, basically just a txt file, and write our JSON. Then we can also simply do a debug.log, where we can do saved to, and then we can do plus our path, so we know where it's saved. Let's now add a public void called load inventory, so we can also load our inventory and not just save it. And here we can check if file.exists, where we can do our path, and if it doesn't exist, well then we can do debug.log no save file found, and we can return. But let's say we find one, well then we can do string JSON equals file.read all text, so we basically just read our txt file and put it onto our string right here called JSON, and here we'll input our path. Then we can do inventory save data called data equals JSON utility.fromJSON, where we can convert it into inventory save data and do JSON right here. So now we basically converted our JSON file into inventory save data, which is basically just this, a list of slot data which has our item ID and our amount. So if we go back in here, we can now do var slots equals inventory.instance.get all slots. And then we can have a for each loop where we do int I equals 0, I less than slots.count, and I++. In here we can check if I is above or equal to data.slots.count. Well, then we can break this loop, but if not, we can now do slot data equals data.slots I, and we can check if string.is null or empty, and we need our string, which is slot data.itemID. Well, then we'll do item.so item equals item database.instance.get item, where we can do slot data.itemID, and we can do slots I.set item. So we set it in an inventory where we'll input item, slot data.amount. We can also have an else statement where we basically just do slots I.clear slot if there's nothing. And then right here at the bottom we can do debug.log, where we can just log inventory loaded. Perfect. And now if we want to test this quickly, we can up here just add an update function where we can push some buttons to save and load. So we'll do if input.getKeyDown. Let's just do keycode.u. This will be for our save. And here I'll basically just save our inventory. Then let's just add another one down here, and this will be keycode.I. Let's say that's next to u. And here we can load our inventory. So load inventory, like that. And now all we need to do is head back into Unity, and let's just right click in here and create an empty game object, which we can call. And in here we can simply go to our canvas and to our inventory object right here. And I'll just add the two scripts we created. So I'll add the database, so the item database right here. And here we need to add all of our items. So all of our different scriptable objects. So we have axe, box, crafting table, red potion, wood. Perfect. And then we can also add our save system. Let's just add that under right here. And now we should be able to save and load data. So if we now start our game and I pick up some items, so now we have a few items here. Let's just put some up here and some there. And what I'll now do is click on U, and let's look in the console. It says here saved to this file right here. So it's saved on my PC right now. And what I can now do is stop the game, and let's press play again. And now we have nothing in our inventory, but it should be saved to the PC. And if I hit I now, our inventory is loaded. So now we have our items. Great. So that's basically it. That's how you create a safe system using JSON for our inventory. If you want to see more of these inventory tutorials, I want you to go down into the comments and give me suggestions for more episodes, because right now I don't have any more. Leave some ideas and I will create them if they're suitable for this series. Also, because you've watched so many episodes, I think you will like my school community, where I have a full system where you go from a complete beginner in Unity all the way to someone who can publish games. So check that out. That's the top link in the description, and have an amazing day.